this out. I don't know if this will run properly as I'd like it to. Works for me. Okay. Think I'm live. Don't quote me on that. Okay. We're gonna close this out for a bit. Woo! This is a lot to manage. I can't believe I have this many things open. Why do I feel like I have so much? I need to organize this for next time. This is ridiculous. I have way too many things open. But welcome in, Dark Samus. How's it going, my friend? I hope you're doing fantastic. I need to see if this is working on TikTok. This is like try number 2 of TikTok stream. I've tried it before. It's not typically worked. But we'll see how it goes this go around. What's going on? All right, how are you? Oh, just hanging in there. I hope you're doing well. What is going on? Can I not watch my TikToks? I mean, duh. I've been knowing that. Let me pull it up on here. There we go. All right. We have it pulled up. I think it's working on TikTok too, which is good because that's the goal. Because like, if I didn't want it to work on TikTok, then I wouldn't have done it. All right, gamers, we got a lot of games to get through today, so I'm not gonna even try to delay this, mostly because I don't want to get behind. But welcome in to Stars on Showdown number 19. Top 6 stream is what we're gonna have today. Gonna have Nooch going up against Super. Let me make sure I announce everything. Okay, cool. Dang. I feel like I'm trying to balance so much stuff and like I have no idea how it's gonna go. I think I do have Spotify in here. And then of course Spotify needs to update. That's hilarious, actually. Alrighty. These two jokesters. Wow, that was loud. Okay, let's do this. I'm excited. TV/Caesarito 1. Dang it. At spectators. I think Benny is live. I'll plug in Benny's stream. Benny _ okay. Okay. It's been a hot minute since I've had to do this. I haven't streamed in a minute, so sorry if I'm real rusty. Tell me why I saw this on TikTok first. Oh, that's hilarious. I actually wanted to see if it would work on TikTok, so I'm glad it's working. Hi, Remkey. No, Walter, there's an Uno extension that I need to fix. I don't know why it's still there, but I'll get around to it. think that's right. Okay, so we plugged that. Everything should be okay. Yeah, so I do have this live on TikTok. Fun fact. Everyone say hello to the TikTok people. If they can even see. Yeah, it should be good. Should be a great time tonight. Got a lot of games, as I've stated before. But this one, gonna be super. Going up against Nooch. My computer's been whack. Who's player 1? Okay, Nooch gonna be player 1. Super gonna be the home team, which is good to know. This is Super's lobby. And this is Nooch's lobby, so those should be correct. Everything else I think should be okay. Yeah, and then the text of the teams will update. All right, so we're cooking. We're all good. But hi, just in case you're new here, I'm C's. It's a pleasure to meet you. The one TO in this tournament this go around. So we should have a lot of good action today. If you've been wondering where I've been for like the past weeks and why I haven't streamed in forever, I've had a lot going on. Getting ready to move back to Florida. So this potentially could be one of my last streams before I do. So it'll be a good one. And if it's not the case, you'll catch me in another stream. But yeah, just getting ready to move back, start anew. Not anew, just go back to the norm. But should be a great match nonetheless, as we're also going to have another match being casted on the Benny OK channel. So I'm going to give it a I don't know how to... is there a join? I don't know the command for it. There's supposed to be like a stream something, but I don't know. I'll just do a shout out. At Benny _ OK. Yeah, so there's a shout out to Benny. Help him get to 100 followers. He's at like 98-ish. But we're going to the jungle here. Should be a good match. I'm excited to see how things end up turning out here. It'll be jungle. So we'll see, as we got the Bowser Bro team on the left being captained by... I believe player okay, yeah, Super. So Super is gonna be the Mario team. Nooch gonna be the Birdo team, as I should probably update this image to make sure it is actually Mario and not Luigi. Good luck, have fun to both of them, as I can already see on the other screen someone hit a 2-run shot, and that someone is gonna be Seth, already up 2-0. In the first. Boomerang Bro delivering with KB up next. No outs still. But we're going to have our game here as we get ready and set to go. And the first pitch going to be ball on the outside. Nooch looking for the star swing. You can see it there with the Birdo. A swing and a miss, though. The first strike makes contact there, but it'll be a quick out. So Super able to clean it up. Nothing too unordinary here. Sure, you might go with the King Boo first pick, potentially, into the DK. I'm not sure if he chose DK first or King Boo, but got a 3-0 count here. Petey gonna get jammed, and that's gonna be something to watch out for going forward in this tournament, how these players react and respond to the Petey hitting. Snooch probably known best for the DK here. And gonna strike out. So 3 up, 3 down. Great inning there from Super to get it over with. Gonna lead off here with Bro, the left-hander in this one. Dixie Kong gonna make an appearance. And the beauty, you know, of this Stars On is you are gonna see, although there are obviously stapled pitchers, you're gonna see some flexibility. That'll be a swing and a miss there. So a quick strikeout, 3 pitches there. Bowser up to bat. Got to get on top of it. A good pitch there on the inside, though. Able to get that one. So we're already behind the count here. And a strikeout. So back-to-back strikeouts. Nooch looking confident there with the Dixie Kong. And DK making it look effortless there. Quick 3 outs, and here we go. Top of the second here. King Boo has some stars. Looking to go for the old charge, though. Nothing wrong with that play. Do you see the swing and a miss? That is crushed, though. Walu not going to be able to make that play. Had way too much good contact there. That's going to be a 1-run blast to open the scoring here at the jungle. Great job there from Nooch. As Star going to be invested here for the green Noki. Missed 700. As she sneaks that one through without the star. So Nooch got to feel good here, stringing together 2 hits in a row after starting off cold in the first. And we got a little bit of a pause here. That'll be on the inside. Got Walu there. Oh, okay. I thought it was going to be an intentional drop. Was potentially looking for a slower base runner there on first base, but that is crushed! Toadsworth doesn't care who's on base when he can crush it like that. The vet showing us how it's done. 3-0 here for Nooch. And looking great. Looking fantastic. A star chance here. A swing and a miss. Not sure if we were going for the tech or it was just a missed time. Nope. Looking for just a normal slap. Just a missed opportunity. And that'll be the strikeout. A star 1 for Super there. As we have Yoshi before Captain Birdo here. 1-1 the count, a swing and a miss. And that'll be an out there. A great dive. Perfectly timed there with the early dive to be able to record that out number 3 and potentially avoid a 2-out rally there as we got Peach. Gonna notice there is the opposite hand here. So we're not gonna have righty on righty. We're gonna have the lefty Peach going up against the righty Dixie. So you really need to be focused, disciplined on that outside of the plate. And that'll be a strikeout. Looking clean with the Dixie Kong. PM has 5 stars. You gotta believe that he's gonna let him rip. And that is absolutely crushed into right field. Gonna be the first one for Super. As we have now got a ball game. The home team able to respond. And Yoshi gonna try to clean that up. Avoids the barrel more importantly. We do have hazards on here. So you're gonna see that first pitch on the outside. Might see a lot of those balls. Try to get a chase if possible. Boo. Gonna barely hit that one foul. So Super behind in the count here. And Birdo in position. Doesn't even need to move. Able to scoop that one up. 4 out number 2. Mario on first. Wario up to bat, looking to tie it up. Trying to respond here. That one's high and deep, but we have a clamber opportunity, and it's an out there from Yoshi. Not often you see clamber, let alone in this park of all places, but having that tall wall there in left field, able to make a nice play, and able to take advantage to clean up the inning. And Nooch now with a chance to respond. 3 here in the third. Looking for more as we get the 2-2 count here. Pitch on the outside, gonna be jammed inside, but not gonna matter. Birdo making good contact and gets on the leadoff single once again. Petey gonna try not to get jammed this time. I had the 3-0 count before I got that first strike. You can see some good discipline here. As I say that, we see a swing and a miss. And we get jammed again. I know we were warning about this earlier. Walu gonna go for the jump though. Walu probably has one of the, if not the lowest bobble rates, but rather secure it. Rather go for the jump and ensure that no bobble happens at all. DK looking to line it up, put it into right field. That one is crushed, but we have it play here. Going for the jump, and we make it. Routine play there. Beautifully executed from Super to record that out number 2. An important one. Don't want to let the lead get too far ahead of you. That'll be a low liner, but it'll get past PM, the Chem, or Anti rather. Gonna prevent any possibility of an out at second base. And a swing and miss there from Noki. Noki has no stars this go around, so we're going for the old-fashioned charge here. A little bit of uncertainty on what play to pull off, but it's a strikeout there. Peach able to get it done. So that'll be out number 3. Super with a chance here, wrapping up the end of his lineup here with Walu going in. That will be an out there, quick first out at that. As you now have Boomerang Bro led off. Wasn't able to do much with the strikeout. Yoshi again in position, and another clamber. A great play there. That's 2 already in this game. In a stadium, again, that really doesn't have any tall walls to go for clamber. We're seeing it perfectly executed for the second time in this one. As Bowser is going to be ready here. Struck out last time, and he's going to strike out again. The big fella folding twice there. As we go to the 4th, the halfway point in this 7-inning game. Taking that pitch on the outside. Nooch gets one to rip down to left field. That's a great hit. Down the line, you got Toadsworth with the star. Had the perfect last time, though. So we'll see what he ends up opting to do here. As we see a swing and a miss. Good patience on that outside there. And we swing, we bite there. So Super getting him to chase on that 5th pitch in the count. Not allowing it to go to a full count there. Dixie Kong gonna try to get a nice slap here into shallow left field if possible. A little too shallow though, but it's a bobble and it's gonna be safe. We're safe at 1st and 2nd, folks. What could have been a double play turned into a 2-on, 1-out. Yoshi gonna double play anyways. Wait! Oh, God! Oh, my gosh. I was about to say the ante almost screwed it up again. Bowser with the big body, though, able to salvage the play. Able to save it for the team. As Madge gonna get that one to land. So good leadoff there. Definitely gotta be happy with that one if you are Supers. That one's gonna be launched. No clamber's gonna catch that one. We have a tied ball game, folks. It is now 3-3 rather, off the 2-run blast. What a play. A dive there from Petey. Just as great. Not often you see that one, but well executed. That'll be a fireball. DK, it's going to hit the ground, though, so it's not going to matter. It is going to land, and it'll be a good first hit of the inning there. You redeem the star as well, and hopefully you can convert on the offense. You always want to typically try to get at least 1 run for every star, and so far, not looking like it, but we'll see how that turns out here. Wario with a chance as he's going to charge. That one's down the line. It's going to be worth it because you got 2 off that one. Wario puts Super in the lead for the first time this game. 5-3 as Nooch now in the back seat. Super taking over the steering wheel in the driver's seat here. And that's going to be back-to-back. Yoshi's not going to be able to clamber that. And you got to question now, are we going to see a potential swap here? You don't want to have your main pitcher tired. But we're getting real close, and it's looking like it. The substitution is coming through. As DK is going to take the bump. Nooch, all too familiar with pitching that DK. That one's down the line, though. So that'll be a first strike down to center field. We have a barrel, but not going to matter. Just going to be a normal play there. So nothing that you'd have to worry about if you are Nooch. But now you've got to respond here. You were leading up until that inning. And now you have to bounce back. Will we see that done here? We're going to take a walk. Wow. Walking Birdo here at Jungle. Not something you see often. And we'll see how that ends up costing potentially. Petey really trying not to get jammed. You can see the discipline on the outside. Trying to avoid getting jammed, but now you got to be worried if you're going to be able to reach it. Full count here. And the jam again. Just as expected. Birdo going to get back safely. Walu is going to be safe as well. DK going to charge. Had a great contact earlier. Just was a little shy of the wall. We get ahead potentially here. 3-1 the count in the favor of Nooch. That was the one you wanted, but now we're going to see it inside. That is crushed. Had it exactly where he wanted it. And we're going to see Birdo getting to third base, first and third here. King Boo up to bat. I believe we do have a star as well, but we're going to charge. And honestly, I don't blame him. That works. I mean, honestly, you can't be too upset with that. You're going to have your runner cross. You're going to have Green Noki up to bat with the LDSS, the line drive star swing with Luigi. Having a chance here, you definitely don't want to waste this star. Super trying to pitch carefully around the star. That was it. Got him to burn the star. Now, still got to settle here. That's going to be not even a dive. I was going to say a dive, but Super recognizing just a casual run there. Should be good to go. Luigi has a chance here to get back the lead if this is hit well enough. Patience here. That's perfect! Nooch with a huge blast there. Boomerang, bro. You know, wall splat. Gonna make it 7-6. Peach is gonna be tired in this game. And we're gonna see Nooch reclaim the lead. What a way to respond there in the top of the fifth. Absolutely perfect shot from Luigi. The 17 tool player able to do it. As we now have Walu taking the bump for Super. Toadsworth had the perfect earlier. Now looking to potentially turn two, and that's going to get through. We're not going to see a play at first. Peach with the windup, surely not going to make it in time. Dixie Kong up to bat. Runner on first. Definitely want to get on more. Especially no lead is safe in this game mode of all. And that'll just be it there. So Dixie not going to be able to convert, but Nooch with a big response there to the 5 scored from Super. Super now going to look to try to tie it up. Bowser already 0 for 2 in this one and fallen behind in the count. And the strikeout again. Absolutely beautifully done there. And that's going to be crushed, so we're going to see a tied ball game. Madge going to tie it up, make it 7-7 here. As Super able to line that one up nicely. And just for reference, the other game did end. I believe Seth winning that one 13-3 against Sam N. As we're getting ready for, I believe that match is going to now be Sam N versus Bolter in the other stream. So again, if you want to check that one out, support our friend Benny on the Benny_OK channel. That'd be very awesome. As PM is going to reclaim the lead there. A huge star swing, gonna make it 8-7. Super not ready to go down without a fight, as it is a battle of attrition here in the jungle. Captain Mario going for the charge. No star swing attempted here, but we're gonna see it at the end on strike 3. We hope that's not going to be a costly one in the long run, but we're going to see here. Yoshi going to lead off. Have 2 stars here. Captain Birdo up next as well. As we'll have the 1-1 count here. Yoshi going to swing and miss on that one. 1-2 the count. That's going to be down the line. Mario is going to get under that. And we're going to get plunked by the barrel for out number 1. Captain Birdo has 2 stars this go around. I doubt going to get walked this time around, and Bowser able to clean it up for out number 2. This will be a time called. We're going to see a potential swap. Yeah, so we're going to have the Super jump in right field. Just don't want to risk it. Don't want to have Peach settling out there, so Boomerang Bro going to take the bump for the first time this game. As we got the 3-1 here, don't get jammed. And I know that's what you're thinking too if you're Nooch. Don't want to get jammed. That's the strike you're looking for if you're Super. Beautiful pitch on the outside. able to get the strikeout. And now here we are, the bottom of the 6th. Up the middle, Toadsworth. As long as he doesn't get hit by that barrel, he is going to be able to get the out. 7 to 8 here. Star chance. Water with the perfect, but it's a low liner. A good bailout if you're Nooch. Not what you want, but at least it wasn't an out if you're Super. So you still get one on then. Walu going for the tech. 1-1 the count. That's going to be down the line and foul. Gotta try and get a chase here. So we get the swing and the miss. That'll be Boomer with one on still. Super wants to tack on another run if possible. That's going to be crushed. Yoshi's not going to be able to clamber that. And Super adds on 2 more with Boomerang, bro. Deep in the left field. Those are the insurance runs you like to see. Especially since we only got 1 inning left. Bowser getting plunked for the first time this game after not doing much at all. Able to convert there. That'll be a hit there, Madge. Yoshi getting bonked in left field. Bowser's going home. Madge going to third. And that's going to be safe. The weakest throw. Obviously injured Yoshi out there. In left field, not able to recover easily enough. And Super locking in here. You need this DK to lock in. That'll give you at least one more solid inning. And Yoshi able to make the play. Almost a bit of an overrun there, but fortunately there. Able to get the out. So we have DK trying to lead his crew to victory here at Jungle. He may be the away team, but he's all too familiar with this jungle. But that is going to be a first out. Not how you want to start your inning. King Boo going to charge here. Try to put one over that left field wall. Swing and a miss there. That'll be out number 2. And Nooch now down to the last out. Green Noki up to bat. And have to go for the star swing. And as you expected, right on cue. Gonna be a strike. Or not a strike, a single there. Able to get it to land. Excellently done there, Luigi. Gonna crush that one down. But Mario is in position as long as no bobble. The jump catch all but gonna secure it. And Super is gonna take that game. PM gonna be the MVP, the one who got them over the hurdle after that 4-inning response from Nooch. Super just never looking back after that 4th inning, scoring 10 in the last 3 frames. Beautifully done. A great game though, and Nooch not out of it yet. We're gonna follow his journey as we head down into loser's side. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, this is gonna be a Big Nick versus Nooch matchup, so you definitely don't want to miss this one. But GG's to both of those players, and we will have that next match underway shortly, so stick around. I'm not even gonna go to a break, to be honest. But I hope you're all doing well. Hope you guys are chilling. Hope you're having a good day today on this fine Sunday evening. Been a minute. Well, welcome in everyone. Welcome in Matt Gree. Welcome in Goomba. And everyone else tuning in from near and far. Hope you're all having a wonderful time of day, whether it be morning, afternoon, evening, night. So the next match will begin shortly. Nooch getting ready to join in Nick's lobby, and as will I. Alrighty. Let me pull that up. Put some music while we wait. Alrighty. We got the next game coming up. Both these players now fighting for their tourney lives. Big Nick going up against Nooch. Nooch having a great run, and so is Big Nick, making a tear through loser's side as well. Unfortunately for both of these players, one of them is going to have to be eliminated, whether we like it or not, as I'm going to remember to update some stuff. So let me briefly update all of this. But I'm excited to see how this goes. Hopefully these streams and matches go smoothly. I've got to say, shout out to just everyone involved. Like, these have been some very... This is probably one of the smoothest run tourneys that we've done in a hot minute. Whether it be like just mine or just in general. It feels like everyone's really been on top of it. Getting ahead of the schedule. If you haven't responded to the survey, please feel free, for those of you who participated in the tournament, feel free to let me know any comments, critiques, any thoughts, concerns that you had about the format, things you'd like to see going forward, and yeah, any other just things you'd like to know about the Stars On scene. Would more than appreciate it. Otherwise, again, just shout out to everyone participating, making it as smooth as possible. I know it's not too easy getting a tournament to run so smoothly, and not only did we get it smooth, but we got every game actually done before the tourney day, which I feel like every time that we do one of these, every time it just ends up where some game is being played the day of. But no, we got it finished yesterday. Able to convert, able to get everything done in a timely manner. So I just appreciate it from all y'all. And we'll see how this next match gets going. I don't know what they're discussing. Nooch with the first pick, Petey. Interesting. All right, no wonder. I'm like, why are they taking so long? Because it's the first pick. All right, so Nooch going with the first pick, Petey. Big Nick trying to decide. Here's the problem, right? They both love DK. So I'm really curious to see how this is going to work out, because they both love that DK boomer. And that's what's going to happen here. Nooch taking Petey first, and there's Nick with the DK boomer. What an interesting start off. Just for reference, we are going to whatchamacallit, Yoshi Park, and I think there should be an ad playing shortly. I hope it's not too long. Rather it be done now than in the middle of the game or in a super intense part or whatever. So sorry about that. Didn't realize it'd play so soon. But yeah, it should be done before this match starts. But yeah, going to Yoshi Park. Nooch gonna be player 2. Gonna be the home team this go around. So make sure everything lines up there. Everything should be good. All right. So yeah, Yoshi Park, obviously a bigger stadium here. Shorter walls, so it's not going to be like Palace, or Garden, rather, with the tall walls. But it's not going to be like Bowser's either. Bowser's is a little shorter, but it does have the thwomps to act as pseudo walls, in a sense. So we'll see here with these last picks. I mean, it's really an interesting draft here. You got DK Bro, Pianta, and then Madge going up against the other side. Who won the other side? That would be Seth. I think it was like a 3-inning mercy against Sam. It was like 13-3. So the winner, which we will have next, we will have winners finals on this stream. Losers semis will be on Benny's stream. And I know on the other side, you're going to have Sam going up against Baltor. So that should be a really good match. I definitely want to watch that. I don't know if Baltor's even streaming his POV. He is. Yeah, so let's shout out, let's shout out Baltor as well. Baltor obviously going to have his POV on the other side. Good for Baltor. We love to see it. Able to make his first top 6 run in what feels like a hot minute. I mean, he himself said it's been quite some time. And he's already looking good here. Got 2 on here in the second. Toadsworth charging. That's down the line. But it is going to be... It's going to land. What in the world? That actually was a sell. Why would Sam do that? He like intentionally dropped it. Now he's got the bases loaded. Oh, we got Yoshi with the egg. Oh, it's going to land. Birdo with the misplay. Baltar going to get 2 on. Oh, my goodness. What a play. That's crazy. Wow. Baltar looking good on the other side. But we got our match here. Both the players finally set to go. Yoshi Park about to be underway. As they are both situated here. Both teams ready to go. As we're going to see the Slice edition of Park, because I haven't updated anything in a while. That'll be a quick out there. The teams are going to update now. Yep, so Nooch going to be pitching here with Boo. A little bit of a different look this time, as well as the righty DK. Going to make an appearance as well. That's going to be crushed, but Mario is going to be out there. Quick out number 1. And my, oh my, on the other stream, this one going foul, but Baltar with a 6-run inning here off the back of a Bowser Grand Slam. 6 runs against Sam, looking elite there. And it's going to be a quick inning here. So a slow start for Big Nick. Nooch with a chance to respond here. Having that warm up. The DK pitcher coming out here. Both of these players liking it. So I wonder if, you know, the familiarity that Nooch has with the DK pitcher as well as Big Nick, I wonder if it'll play a factor here in this matchup. Petey has gotten jammed quite a number of times. Looking to turn that around here. Swing and a miss, though. That's going to be into plant territory. Wario not going to be able to make it, and it's going to be landing there. Petey opts to go back. The right play, in my opinion. I think you would have been gunned there at second base. We have a star, but I don't know if we're going to use it. I mean, me personally, you just got a star for free. Why not let it rip? But we have 2 on, no outs. Nooch wants to stay in this tournament. Keep the run alive. Swing and a miss there. Beautiful pitch. Got the jam. Wario going to get under it. We're going to have to send back. So great base running there. The discipline to recognize. Not going to be able to make it. We have a star here. That's going to be caught by Madge. Turn 2. That's why you got to be careful with that swing. You don't want to pull it too early, especially because of stuff like that. So what looked like a promising inning, Nick able to get out of beautifully. And wow, a 3-pitch strikeout to Birdo. I don't think Big Nick expecting that one. Unfortunately, the captain just not able to get the bat off her shoulders. And that's going to be caught by the plant, but it's going to go foul. So, going to be the same outcome regardless. Almost paints that corner. A cheeky little pitch there. Mario going to get under it, though. It looked more like a normal charge based off the timing, at least the trail. Not going to be enough. So that'll be a quick second out. KB able to turn it. Gets out number 3. Nicely done there. So far it's hitless, actually, for Nick. Boo going to be up to bat. As we see the swing and a miss. And that's going to be a strikeout there. 3 pitches. These are some quick at-bats. Not many balls being thrown, really. The ones that are being thrown end up being a swing and a miss as Bowser gets on. And that'll be at least a man on first. DK got a little bit of a mix-up there. Absolutely filthy change up there. Luigi just way too late on the swing. Unable to time it. As Captain Mario's up to bat. Do you invest a star here if you're Nooch? It looks like yes. Holding down that right trigger. It's a 1-2 count here. Bowser gonna have to convert. And we're gonna see the star burnt. Mario unable to get a run through. So we're gonna have him left on first again. Nooch looking good on the offense. Nick gonna try to reciprocate it here. Mario able to get that quick out there in left field. So we got the quick first out. Boo up to bat. Is Toadette. So we see the 1-1 pitch. A great strike on the outside. I mean, this is just beautiful pitching here from Nooch. Let's be completely honest. It's been absolutely wonderful painting these corners. The boo. I think just having that extra curve there to be able to really get the ball to do what you want it to. It's really benefiting there. Is Noki able to clean it up? The Toadette jam on the inside is going to result in out number 2. And we got Peach. Going to be a righty this go around as opposed to the lefty again. And then another interesting case of we are going the opposite handedness of the pitcher. I don't know if it's intentional or not from both of these two, but Nick going to get the first hit of the game. It's going to be off the back of Peach. And you're going to have Boomerang Bro up to bat. An opportunity to strike here if you are Nick. Gotta be careful, though, obviously, if you are Nooch. Want to make this a great hit. And we got the full count here. Gonna expect a good pitch here. And that's going to be dived but missed. Luigi going to try to get the out. And it's out! Bro, not running it out in time. Luigi, just enough strength on the throw to able to end the inning. I don't know if there was a mash or not. It looked a little slow, but either way, Nooch got to be more than happy with that one as we got a chance here to bounce back. A great hit there, and it's going to land. I wasn't sure if it'd be red or yellow, but either way, there goes Yoshi on first. The star almost got hit there. As we're going to see here, Green Noki gonna swing and miss. Not what you want to see. Obviously burnt a star there. Good patience here from Nooch. Looking at that outside pitch, and we're gonna burn 2 just to not get it. Noki so stunned by the swing that she barely reacted until the last frame, and we had Petey there. Really lined it up nicely, I gotta say. Be a swing and a miss there. DK, the full count here to Petey. Inside once again. Nooch gonna have to send that Yoshi back, and we're gonna have 2 outs once again. This Petey has just been struggling with that inside pitch all night so far. We still got plenty more games to go, but oh boy. KB with a chance here. Gonna get jammed. Forced to swing there. Was probably gonna be a strike either way. So, Nooch, rather. I don't know why I keep wanting to say Super. Nooch gonna leave a man on for probably the 3rd time this game. Leaving him stranded. Getting a couple of hits to go through, but just no one able to cross the plate. As Big Nick gonna be behind the count here. 1-2. That is perfect, though, and we're going to start the game scoring with a perfect blast from DK to left field. Wouldn't want to see it any other way. The big fella able to get the glove on the ball. And now we've got a chance here. You know, you have PM, you have 2 stars. Doubt we're going to burn them, especially with Captain Berto right behind. But that's a big momentum shifter potentially as you finally get a score on the board. That'll be jammed. Petey not going to be able to get that one, though. So the sour off into right field. That'll be deep. Luigi going to have to make a running jump. And a beautiful play there from Nooch. Absolutely excellent play. Able to record the out. The super jump. Not easy to do, obviously, going for the running jump. But makes it look effortless. Berto going to get the egg to land. And Luigi going to be forced to go all the way to the wall. Berto going to second. That'll be beautifully done there. We're going to have a man on second, 1 out. Madge has a star, but we're not using it, but it's in plant territory. But if you jump in time, it's not going to matter because it's a 2-run shot. If you jumped maybe earlier, instead of going for the dive, you possibly could have gotten it off. But Madge able to get on 2 more, and Big Nick coming alive here. That's his 2nd home run of the inning. Walu looking for a nice slap here, if possible. That'll be a dive. Wow. King Boo able to convert that. Excellently done. That'll be Mario able to get that. I went a little too inside. Wario not going to be able to push it as far as he'd like. So 3 on the board. The same amount of hits, but certainly not the same amount of runs. As Toadsworth going to leave that one popped up. That's going to be a quick first out. Yep, Boo up to bat. We're going to get jammed again. A little bit of anxiousness here, I would like to think. Swinging at every first pitch, and that's such a filthy one. You understand why, though. I mean, when this pitch is going to be a strike regardless, like, why not swing? Bowser, the big fella, wants to get on the board. It's going to be short again. And a quick inning, Nooch. The first time couldn't get a hit this inning, and you certainly didn't want the momentum to shift that way. Nooch able to get at least 1 hit through the previous innings. And Nick on the gas pedal, looking to add on more. Peach gonna be up to bat, going for the charge. Great pitches there, 1-2 the count. And that's a strikeout, beautifully executed off 4 pitches, as you saw. Just good conditioning there, 2 on the inside, 2 on the outside. And just not able to get that hit, make the contact on that 3rd one. That'll be a strikeout. Boo! All right, locking in there. We've got 2.5 innings left still for our friend Nooch, but you need to get some runs on the board. It's never too late. That's going to be off the plant, and it's going to be an out. That's unfortunate. I think we haven't had... That spot has been all yellows all game. That's just unfortunate. That one's going to be Birdo. Able to suction it. DK with out number 2. Winning the star chance as well. You got Yoshi, Green Noki up next. So we're going to see the charge. And we get the strikeout. Top of the 6th here. Beautiful. And just to give a recap, Baltor is up against Sam and in the top of the 7th. Up 5 with a DK blast. Huge momentum. This could be a huge upset there. Baltor certainly having at least the stars on tourney of a lifetime as of late. Still only 1 out there as Sam pitching Daisy. Down 5 in the top of the 7th. But here we are in the top of the 6th. 3-0. Nick with a star. Trying to get PM to make good contact. That's going to be on the inside. Mario or Luigi's going to have a jump opportunity. And able to do so. Nicely done. Able to get the wall jump. So not going to give up another run. Got a star burnt as well. That'll be caught. No. You're going to see Walu. Or not Walu. You're going to see PD miss that one. Luigi trying to convert off that. And that's going to be a hit there. Mario not going to be able to get it. So, again, Nick really putting on the pressure here. Walu up to bat. We're going for the tech. No stars now. As we got Madge on first. Birdo on 3rd. And aiming for the fences. As that one's crushed. I don't think a wall jump will matter. Oh my gosh, it did matter. Just barely getting there in time. Mario able to get the huge out. That could have been very disastrous. Could have turned this 3-run lead into 6. Edie up to bat. This could be a huge chance. Again, been looking for it. But you gotta be patient there. 1-2 the count. Got the swing and the miss. What a pitch there from DK. Has strung together a couple of hits, but just hasn't been able to get the runs on the board. And Balter 1 out away from the upset. 9-6 PM up to bat. Man on first over there. No stars for PM. Birdo not going to be able to clean that one up. That'll be first and second. Nooch still trying to stay alive. Who better than with Boo here? You can have the late swing and still get it over the wall. Oh boy. That's a chase there. Not what you want, man. You know you want that one back if you're Nooch. But now it's do or die time. Do or die time. That's perfect from Wario. Nick locked in 4-0. Able to recover once again. I know we had the wall jumped home run earlier, but can't wall jump that one. As we now have Toadette up to bat. A nice hit there. The plant going to spit it into fair territory. I think it would have been fair regardless. So it's going to turn into a double. Peach with the opportunity. And it's turn 2. Wow! Petey able to get that nicely. And Balter gets the upset on the other side. Looking real close. I'm pretty sure he threw 5 straight Yoshi eggs on 2 different at-bats. But able to get the upset on Sam. Winner of this one. Gonna be able to face off against Balter. That'll be going into foul territory there. Again, this one's going foul. But getting good contact here. Just needs to time it a little earlier. Again, another foul ball from Boomerang. Keep track of that one, ladies and gentlemen. Beautiful out there. So Nooch down 4. Tournament life on the line. With a chance to bounce back here. That's crushed, but it's too early. Gonna be our first pitch strike, and the next one's late. Try to recover off that and react in a timely manner, and ultimately ended up being just an out there. Luigi had the heroics in the last game, had the big moments, but Peach going to be in center field for out number 2. You're going to see Mario with the last shot here for Nooch. And that's going to be popped up right field. Big Nick going to take this one, as we're going to see the winner go on to face Balter in the losers semis, I believe. No. Yes. Losers semis. So that'll be losers semis over there on the Benny OK channel. And of course, if you want to watch Balter's perspective as well, check it out on Balter and Buddies on twitch.tv. But here, if you want to stay tuned, we're going to have winners finals over here. Going to have the Super versus Seth matchup here. This has been quite an exciting tournament, and I cannot wait to see how the rest of this tournament goes. Balter with a top 4 appearance, potentially going for the medal. But GG's to both Sam and to Nooch, making it this far in the tournament, both of them getting eliminated. We'll see how they end up doing in the next one, but we have our top 4 currently and counting. Let me make my way on to the next one as we get ready for this winners finals of, where's my game? Okay. Of Seth versus Super. Underway momentarily whenever Super joins the lobby. But we're a little ahead of the schedule, which is great. I would love to pull up Balter's POV of that win. That just, I cannot imagine how hype he would be. That must have been quite the thrilling moment. Alrighty. I think, yeah, they're both here. Alrighty. Let me just say hi to Balter. Give him a shout out. Say congrats on that win. What a moment. Couldn't be upset with that one. Alrighty. Alright, so they're ready, I believe. I believe this match is going to be at Castle, if I'm not mistaken. Or this is also Yoshi Park. I don't remember, I'll be honest. I don't have the link pulled up. I know that Balter actually posted it. Shout out to Balter for posting it. I think we're good. I don't really know what. I'll just message if we're good. Oh, okay. I think they were waiting for me and I was waiting for them, which is kind of hilarious, actually. Learning how to play Uno. Oh my gosh. I'm going to disable that stupid thing now. The amount of people that keep coming in here and saying that, I'm so annoyed with that. I've had way too many people say this thing. I turned it on once and I never ended up using it. But how will I learn? I'll teach you how to play more. Ain't no one need to know how to play Uno. That is hilarious. Hold on. How do I turn it off? It's under extensions. My extensions. Deactivate. There's no more Uno, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry to like burst your bubbles or whatever you were looking for. There's no more Uno. They ask you how you are and you have to say that you're fine, but you're not really fine. And I don't know if I have it on this overlay, so I'm just going to say it for you. Well, welcome in, Maury. Welcome in, everyone else. I hope you guys, again, having a great evening, afternoon, morning, whatever time it is for y'all. As we got Super Seth winners finals here. Whoops, I did not mean to shift that. Mommy, sorry. Mommy, sorry. That was better than the soundboard. Thanks. Yeah, I'll be like, Mommy, sorry. Mommy, sorry. I actually don't know the way they say that. Here we go. Should be a good match here. Winners finals, like I said. Both of these players so far undefeated in the tournament, but that is about to change for one of them. As we get ready to get things underway, just realized one of the overlay things is broken, so we'll fix that real quick. Thank goodness I noticed that now before we started. Port 2. Alrighty. Okay, so player 1, Seth, was going to be the home team. Player 2, going to be Super, the away team. If Super wins, I'm basically runner-up, right? Yeah, something like that. That's the way you got to think of it, right? You got to be like, well, I lost to so-and-so, and so-and-so made it this far. So, like, really, I made it this far. That's how I think of it. But congrats anyways on the run, Nooch. I mean, nothing to be ashamed of whatsoever. You had a great run. Obviously, you wish you could have kept going, but still able to make it work. Yeah, we're going to see Junior making an appearance in this one. Looks like Super going to opt for the Junior pick. Seth going to be your player one, like I stated before, and Junior going to be the captain. Oh boy, now I gotta find a Junior picture. Fortunately, I do have this. I just wasn't expecting to have to pull this up. Look at that kid, ain't he cute? But both teams getting ready, obviously, here. Gonna see a lot of the benefits of the push versus the pull here. I mean, you got PD, Bowser, PM. Those are your main home run hitters. I'm King Boo, but those are your main home run hitters in terms of the pull. Only one on the side of Super over there. Gonna have just the DK, really. I'm assuming Bro is gonna be Boomerang Bro. But the rest of them can push the ball, able to pull it as well. And we'll see how this ends up working out. As we've got another doozy of a match here for us. Obviously the winner of this gonna want to have a great run if possible. I think what I'll do after this, I might have Benny just join me in the booth low-key. I know we're both streaming our perspectives. Again, shout out to Benny. We'll see how it goes. I forgot that command. I should probably update that command. But Junior blows. Well, we're about to find out here. We're actually at Yoshi Park is definitely what I meant to say. I forgot my own order. But yep, so we're at Yoshi Park. Grand Finals is at Bowser's Castle, which makes more sense. As again, Super gonna have the lead off here. The Toadsworth pitcher making an appearance. Green Bones also making an appearance. Seeing a couple characters I feel like we haven't seen in a little bit. As we get underway here. I know we don't too often see the Toadsworth on the bump, but when it is used effectively, my, is it hard to deal with. That's going to be a quick first one on. A swing and a miss there from Peach. Super wanting to get ahead early, and that is absolutely crushed Mario. Not going to go for the wall jump. Doesn't even trigger it, so no shot at making a play whatsoever. I don't know if it could have even been caught, but like, wow, we didn't even have an opportunity. That is certainly a misplay there. And it's going to be 2 runs there. DK, late charge, going to get it to land. We got that anti-chem at first and right field, something to be noteworthy. We also have the chemistry from right field to shortstop, rather, with Yoshi there. Boo charging. Crushed, but foul. That'll be a great hit up the middle. DK able to get to second. First and second here. As Seth now already behind 2. Super trying to add on a couple more. Might see a tag up here. And we had Boo, I think, tagged up a little too early. I'm not sure if it was supposed to be a bait or if it was just like a click trying to send DK instead, but doesn't matter there. DK gonna get home. We're gonna have a 3-0 ball game here. Super hitting the ball well. Continuing it from the jungle gameplay that we saw earlier. We have Walu up to bat. As we go for the charge here. The late charge at that. Already 0-2 the count. That'll be hit sour, but we're going to be safe. And all of them are going to make it. I don't know if that was the right play trying to throw it to second, but I understand you're not sure if you're going to make it at first and you want to get that closer distance. Junior, the captain, with an opportunity here in the 9-hole. Wants to try and push this to 7. And we swing wildly on that one. Toadsworth. Not even giving the kid a chance at that one. Able to get out number 3 and a huge one at that. And Peach going to be on the bump here for Super. And that'll be a good start, but we're going to see it play at first. And no one's at first. That's why it was the weakest throw in the world. That sucks. But we have Bowser up to bat here. Got the man on first. Got the chemistry to make this a 2-run shot. But already again behind. Swinging so early. Just trying to make sure that contact is made. And that one's late. Junior not going to be able to make the play. So it's just going to be an out. Bowser going to settle there. Honestly, probably the more optimal outcome. Bowser is slower than Bones. So we're going to see potentially wall jump swap to left field. No, we're going to leave it the way it is. If it's a home run, it's a home run. If it ain't, it ain't. A full count here. That's foul. Good pitching here. Is Madge just... I'm not sure if that was Madge or Peach trying to make that, but a great pitch on the outside. Keeps them looking. An out number 2. 4. Super there. A good one there. You want to get through all these heavies. Obviously a dangerous and optimally constructed lineup here. I mean, you got Bowser into KB, into PD, into PM, but not going to matter there. Only the one hit giving up, the Bones single. I would like to call it off the fielder's error. As Boomerang Bro down the line. Mario not going to make it, over his head. Super able to make this a 4-0 ball game. Continuing that first inning momentum here. The star chance as well. That's going to be good. It's going to be Yoshi. It's going to land out. What could have been ended up being just the misplay. And that'll be a play at first. So DK gonna go for the charge, as we'd expect. One thing to note is if you undercharge or regular charge, it's still 100 either way, so it doesn't matter. But one just looks cooler. Unless I'm spreading misinformation, but that's what I've been told many times. Not gonna find that corner there though. Peach on first. Obviously Seth gonna want to limit the damage. Super did get 3 through that first. Luigi gonna be there. And just shy of the plant, gonna result in an out there. PM gonna be up to bat. Has a couple stars. I don't expect to see one though. You can get KO bobbles with a normal charge. Okay, good to know. So I should just be normal charging. I guess that makes sense. A 2-2 here, pitching carefully to the Pink Menace. Full count here. That is going to be down the line, but it's going to be short of the wall. There have been some good pitching here. None of them have been really that great. That's a good hit there from Seth. I was going to say, all of the hits that have gone have usually not been exactly where you want them, but able to convert here. Already got 2 on. Strike there, Mario. Gonna send that down the line. Not gonna need a wall jump, just a regular jump. Gonna see a play at third. No, we're just gonna throw it to second. I think with the chem it would have been close. So I'm curious to see if that would have mattered. Ultimately, it did not. Just as an outcome of the game. That is perfect if it stays fair, and it's foul. Just barely down the line. And that's the strikeout. I'm telling you, that is probably the most truest combo. The perfect foul into the strikeout. You hate to see it if you're Seth. If you're Super, you love to see it. 3-1 count. Obviously, a star here will bring in a run. And we burn it and miss. And we get the strikeout. I don't know if we expected a ball 4 or what. Expecting a different pitch. I'm not sure exactly. But that certainly one you want to swing on. Mario going to get under it. The plant not able to make the play. So be out. Number 1, Noki. With an opportunity there, going to swing and miss. That'll be down the line. It'll be fair regardless. So good hit from Noki. We got the slap opportunity here for Walu. Oh, we're going for the tech. Yoshi able to make it, but it might be safe at first. Yeah, it is. I was going to say it's going to be a really close play. But, man, that tongue catch animation sometimes can be so costly. That one is ripped, but it is going to be caught by Luigi there at the wall. So it'll be out number 2. Junior 0 for 2. The captain not doing too much. And that'll be a low liner. Boomerang Bro had an opportunity, but unable to score. The first scoreless there for Super. Green Bones up to bat. Peach wheeling and dealing through 2. Now making it into the 3rd here. A ball there. The star burnt as well. A strikeout. Great pitching there. I mean, doesn't get better than that. Excellently done with the Peach pitcher. And that'll be down the line. Junior gonna try to make the play, and Peach does cover the bag, but just not in time. That'll be down deep in center field. Noki able to make the play, able to run it out just in time. Seth gonna have PD up to bat. That'll be deep again. PD gonna push it. Not what you want. Super with the jump catch. Able to secure it, as we're gonna be about the halfway point more or less once the top of this inning ends. So we enter the 4th here. Super up 4. And I have a couple stars here for Madge. You see the swing and miss. That'll be PM there. Able to record out number 1. No stars still, but you do have the tech opportunity here. For Super. Peach just needs to get the barrel on the ball. But obviously easier said than done. A lot of outside pitching here. Trying to get her to chase one of these. We get the chase on the ball on the outside. This has definitely been a showcase of both of the pitching here. Just Super taking advantage of the small moments. Able to convert on some of the runs when needed most. That'll be pushed. Yoshi gonna get the out. So a quick inning again. Super double zeros here in back-to-back innings. Seth looking to turn it around here in the bottom of the 4th as we finally reached the halfway point in this match. 1-1 the count. That'll be lined deeply. Junior not going to be able to make the play. The kid just not quick enough to be able to get to the wall. That'll be PM scoring for Seth, getting 1 on the board. 1-4 ball game and counting. We still have no outs this inning. It's a great sign if you're Seth. Junior gonna try and make up for his defensive incapabilities later on. Yoshi gonna get the out though, and I feel like Yoshi so good if you can really line up the hits. DK not gonna be able to get there, just out of range. So Mario gonna settle for the deep single. Noki with the wise decision, wait for that ball to extinguish before trying to pick it up. This is what they teach you in elementary. Junior gonna go for the wall jump. No, not again. That's crazy. I thought it could have been triggered, but not even then. That'll be a strikeout. So we got 2 outs at least. Luigi able to get out. Luigi's had a couple great hits and then turned into strikeouts. I'll be foul. 1-2 the count here. Mario at first. Gonna be an out though. DK able to corral that one. So a routine play there. But we do get 1 on the board if we're Seth. I mean, if you keep it up, just 1 run an inning, it will be a tied game as long as Super doesn't convert as well. 0-2 the count already behind. Pitching well to the Boo. Trying to see if we can get a chase here. And we do. This is the same pitch. That 5th pitch every time on the 2-2 count has been a ball. We just keep swinging at it. Again, another strike here. Yep, that's what you expected. Attacking the count early is what Seth is opted to do here, and then throw a couple balls as opposed to the usual balls on the outside. As we got no stars here, and we went for the tech, now obviously going for the slap, and we swing and miss. Not expecting that one. Quick work there for Seth. Super still up 3, but it's ticking time bomb here with this part of the lineup. You're going to have Bones up again. Has the stars. You have Bowser and the rest of the heavies. 3-0 the count. That's going to be foul, and not foul, it's going to be fair down the line. Beautiful hit there. Bowser with some chemistry. Doesn't want to let this game stay too distant. Wants to close the gap as soon as possible. 0-2 the count. The swing there. Not going to be good, but we have the 1-2 count now. Bowser, big fella, waiting for one to just sniff the plate. That's going to be high and deep, but it's not even deep enough. Junior gonna get the play. The kid finally makes an out, and a crucial one at that. Could have made it just a 1-run lead for Super, but able to get it done. As you now have the 3-0 count here. That'll be DK turning 1, maybe 2. Nah, not enough. Bones in position. As we still have the leadoff runner. You know you wouldn't be happy if you would just let all of that go to waste. Get the man on first and then just leave him stranded. 2-2 the count here. That'll be Wario with a dive. It's going to be popped up. No bobble the second go around, so we're going to see a clean inning. And after giving up the leadoff hit, you know, you got the star swing down the line. Super just navigating that super well, able to get through that. And that'll be a low liner foul. A perfect one at that. And now you get excited, right? You feel like you got that first perfect. You want to do it again. Welcome in, Jason. This will be safe again. Ah, not quite. I think the animation was cut just a bit short. Yoshi able to actually make the throw in time. Junior, on the other hand, has yet to do anything. What feels like anything on both sides. You know, he's the captain of the squad, but maybe it's more morale, if anything. He's not actually the captain in terms of converting. As we got 1-1 here, 2 outs. Bro up to bat. Had the leadoff homer at the start of the game. But we're going to see that swing on the outside. And a swing there. The star chance going to go the way of Seth. As we've got 1.5 innings left. Seth down 3 p.m. Not looking to use a star, I imagine. That'll be 1-2 the count here. Pitching very well. That'll be, again, deep, but Noki gonna be there. It's been timed here a couple times. I've seen it with the Bowser. I've seen it, obviously, with Pianta as well. Some of these hits just keep going the same way. And Noki's more than capable of fielding those and cleaning it up. That'll be a nice slap, though, from Yoshi. Not the easiest thing to do, but when you get the nice slap, you can set yourself up for success. You have some stars. You have some chem. It looks like we're swinging for the fences. Mario with the 2-2 count here. And we star swing. Try to get like an extra insurance on that hit, but you got to make contact at least for the star to be effective. Ending up burning it there. And another hit. That's back-to-back singles there. Just right in this exact same spot. I mean, beautifully done. You got a couple star swings back-to-back. But again, if you are Super, which I was going to say, if you can at least get them to burn one, then, like, you know, one of these two ain't going to have a star swing. Walu with a great dive. I was going to say you kind of, not that you really have to go for the dive, but like you kind of got to go for the dive. And that was just a great play from Super. Top of the 7th, last inning, folks. And that's going to be down the line. Luigi gonna make it beautifully read. Wasn't sure if the line was just right, but able to pull it off. That'll be a swing and a miss. That'll be down. Peach gonna have to run it out though, and Bowser able to clean it up off the Mario throw. So Super's potential last opportunity here. You're gonna have DK charging. That is crushed. Mario ain't getting there in time, and that is the run back. Super finally getting a run since the 2nd. So that'll be 5-1. And again, this is just every extra run you can get will add insurance. And you'd love to see it. Good pitch on the outside. Now if you're Super, you're looking for that nice strike. That'll be Yoshi, though. So, you got the 4-run lead. Can you hold on to it through death row here? Bones with the star. That'll be a single. Junior ain't gonna make it. Still gonna be a single. I mean, Bones ain't gonna extend for no reason whatsoever. Bowser has an opportunity. Swings way out there and misses. You can just feel the tension rising. So that's swinging quite a lot. And that one was barely a ball. Let's be real. We all know that one was barely a ball. But 2-2 the count. Almost caught a double play. Fortunately for Seth, not going to happen. But that's going to be a late swing. Walu in left field. Able to get it to go. For out number 1. There's no stars here, which you got to be more than fortunate for. And welcome in, Raiders, as we're at the tail end of this one. GG's to Balter, by the way, in case you didn't see it. That's going to be a quick out there. Almost got the double play. Petey, the potential last at-bat here for Seth. Good pitch there from Super. 1-1 the count. Wow, what a pitch. Whew. 1 strike away from taking this one. Full count here to Petey. I mean, the good thing is you got some insurance, but it's going to be a strikeout. Super is going to take the game. And we're going to see Super in grand finals. And in losers finals, we're going to have a good matchup. We're going to have Benny, or not Benny. We're going to have, I meant to say, we're going to have Big Nick going up against Seth. Benny coming in with the raid. Welcome in, Raiders. Hope you're all doing well. What a game we just had. Super going to make it all the way to the end. At least going to finish top 2. Obviously going to want to try and win it all. So Balter also having a huge day as well. Able to make it 4th place in the tournament. So shout out to both of those two. We're going to have that Seth Big Nick matchup momentarily as both these players get ready. But GG's, Balter. Thanks for the raid, Balter. And again, Benny, thank you also for the raid. Appreciate ya taking care of some of the matches, streaming some of them. It's most appreciated as we seem to be a little ahead of the schedule, which is, again, great. I'm not complaining whatsoever about it. It's the best thing that could have happened. Man, I don't like being behind schedule. I also know that Super's like, if we go over an hour, I'm done. But not only that, we're like, I'm not saying we're like an hour early, but we are definitely early. I know you're serious, Super, but we should be fine. We'll probably be, because what, this is, yeah, we'll be done like by 7:30. I mean, the only thing that could possibly keep this going over is if like, 1, if it goes to a bracket reset, and 2, these games last a really long time. But like, yeah, and a meteor strike and like, you know, people lose power and all that stuff. But we should be fine. Yeah, we're fine. That's why I wouldn't like. We're good. We're oh, this disconnected again. I love that. Well, let me fix that M overlay. Shoutouts to Maury for making that. I don't know why it does that though. It likes to freak out on one of them. Did I make the M overlay thing? I don't know. It's not you. Aren't you the one that did it? Yes. Okay, well, neither of these two told me who's playing what. But I'm going to make an inferred guess. So player 2 is going to be Big Nick. Player 1 is Seth. I could check the lobby. What do you mean? I just meant like if who's home away. That's what I meant. That's all I meant. I knew that part. I'll figure it out in a minute. I think if I had to guess, I'm pretty sure Seth was 1P, Nick was 2P. How we ended up there, I don't know. But I'll find out in a moment. I just don't know who's home away. If not, I don't know anything. I mean, fair. But you're good. You're good. Let me see something. Alright, sorry. Sending a couple messages here and there. Alright. Should be good. So we're going to have the righty Boo. Yeah, this. I mean, I know the Nick team's on the right. This is going to be at, where? T.O. doesn't know his own tournament. Great job. Let's see. This is Mario Stadium, a classic. Alrighty. So Mario Stadium here. Seth gonna be the 2 seed going up against Nick, the 5 seed in this. Super having an absolutely great run through this. I mean, honestly, it's been a great tournament. There's been a lot of big moments, varied moments. The T's on the baby Mario. We gotta reset the whole thing. It's been a great run. A lot of newer names coming through. Not necessarily new to like the scene or anything, but like, you know, making their presence felt in the Stars On area. I mean, you got Nooch having a great run. Balter obviously getting to 4th. You had Sleepy having a great run as well. And Big Nick going all the way to through losers to get here. Let me see. How far did Big Nick come from? Yeah, the only person that Big Nick has lost to in this tournament is Super, funny enough. And Super is in grand finals. Both of these two actually losing to Super, so quite fitting that, you know, they end up matching up against each other here in our losers finals, which I need to update really quickly. And hope that I figure out who's who. Sorry if everything is really off for a second as I figure out who is who. Alright, so Nick is going to be the away team, the Birdo captain. You're going to see that one deep into right field. Luigi ain't going to make that play. huge lead-off homer. Nick continuing it. I saw at the end, it was a very close game from the 2 seconds that I was able to tune in. It was like a 3-2 ball game. Nick coming alive in the bottom, or the top of the 7th rather, scoring 8 to make it an 11-2 victory, if I'm not mistaken. And that'll be deep. DK gonna make it back to back. Big Nick already taking charge and initiative here. Beautifully done. So we're gonna see the star burnt there. Don't worry, team. I'm almost done updating the format. Okay. All right. Should be all good. That's a great pitch there. Gets the strikeout, wins the star as well. Again, these two gonna be competing for the opportunity to make it to Grands. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I think Seth is the only one who's won a Stars on Showdown of the 3 remaining. I think both Super and Big Nick haven't won one. I could be very wrong. So someone please fact check me on that. We're going to have the swing and a miss. 1 won the count there. We're going to see the stars burnt. I mean, Seth obviously not wanting to fall behind, doesn't want a repeat of the last match. That's going to be really early again. That'll be Sour late and right at Yoshi. Huge out there. And it takes away the star as well. Obviously, you would love to win the star, but sometimes keeping it away is just as good. Mario in position, and it's going to be too high. Bowser going to get on the board for Seth. And at least ensure that it's only a 1-run game. Don't want to let this game get too out of hand early on. So that one's going to go down the line. You're going to have the righty King Boo up to bat. We'll see how this ends up going here. Beautiful pitch on the inside. I mean, the DK pitcher, it feels really like it's a skill check. Mario with a great wall jump. That's a skill check too, to be honest. Don't take those ones for granted because they're certainly harder to convert than it looks. Able to line it up though. You're trying to go for a nice slam, obviously. Able to get contact that time around. Yeah, the DK pitcher, I would feel inclined to agree, Maury. It is sort of a time to lock in. Make sure you are in the gamer position, seated upright, ready to go. The 2-1 count here for Yoshi. Looking for just a nice slap here, not trying to do too much. And that'll be 2-2. The strikeout there. Mario up to bat. We're just charging, not the captain. It's going to be Berto in this case. Now on the opposite side, you have the Peach captain as well. So that'll be 1-2 the count. That'll be Sour. If that was like a frame earlier, that could have been fair. And that would have been safe. 2-2 still. And we're going to swing. Got a little antsy on that one. Ends up being strikeout and out number 2. Oh, the count. Really pitching carefully to this Toadette. Doesn't want to give up a single if possible. Obviously, Bro is up next. Toadette, although not like a lock, certainly capable of getting it done. And that'll be an out there. Wario with a great dive. So nicely done. DK going to be up to bat. 1-0. The count here is Boo. That'll be deep, but Toadette going to go for the wall jump. That's why you have double wall jumpers, ladies and gentlemen. Don't even have to worry about the wall jump swaps. If you can just make the plays like that, Toadette going to have to go for the dive, and does. Beautiful plays from Toadette in left field. I mean, Nick is just really performing on the defense right now. All the wall jumps, the dives, everything executed perfectly. Being out. Third base able to cover it. So we're back up to the top of the lineup here. Big Nick up. Just one here. Boomerang Bro and DK. The ones who each respectively got their home runs to start the scoring of this game. And Bro trying to repeat it again. Too high. 4. It's going to be too high for Luigi out there in right field. Luigi not doing too much in this one, at least in the defense. Nick showing everyone how it's done. That's perfect, and it's fair! Can you believe it, folks? The dynamic duo of Boomer and DK. Able to lock it in. I mean, at this rate, you just need someone else in the lineup to convert. You've got 2 home runs. You've got 2 consistent scorers on your team. They're doing their job. Just got to hope the rest of the team follows suit. And 5 stars here, Captain Birdo. Great hit. It's going to be fair. It's going to be down the line. And it's going to be a ground rule double. Perfect. And you still have 5 stars, Petey. With an opportunity here. Good patience from Seth on the outside pitching. And going to get the strikeout as well. Got to be a little more disciplined. Obviously, easier said than done. But going to see the fielder swaps here. I mean, I'm expecting to see a star swing as opposed to the charge. But not going to matter there. We're going to see Madge settle for 2. Peach going to make the throw in time. And at least we scored the run, but we're in a bit of a rundown now. Madge could have probably made it in time, but we're going to see as we see the throw from Pianta. Madge trying to do a little bit of the shimmying there as he keeps waiting, pop and lock. I just love to see it's like, I dare you to throw it just standing there, and we get the tag out. Toadsworth just pushes on the gas, able to get the out there. We're going to see Wario trying to make the throw in time, and does. So Nick able to get on 3 more. And for the first time, a non-home run has scored. Thanks in large part to Madge. Though he did also cost them an extra out. Ultimately, probably wouldn't have mattered with that outcome as Peach is sending that one deep. Mario, again, not going to be able to make it. The Bro's out in right field. Just not going to be able to jump high enough. The Princess struts her stuff all the way home. Mario. I was going to say Mario out there in right field. Trying to see if he could do the same thing as Luigi. Able to make the nice single there. Madge not going for the jump. Not sure if it would have mattered or not. We'll see here. Already 0-2 the count. Looking for that star swing. Oh, that was close there, but good eye there from Seth. Not trying to bite. That's the strike, and a huge one at that. Because you see PM there. You know that we're trying to use the star, at least for Noki. And now we're definitely going to be trying to use it for PM, if possible. 1-1 the count, though. That's a late swing, and that's 2 stars burnt. For ultimately nothing. You didn't get a run across the plate. And we're going to see what we can do here. Bowser, the big fella, deep into center field. Bro is going to get under it, though. And it'll be an out. Excellent pitching there from Nick with the DK. Just what you want to see. And Yoshi going to get on again. Nicely done. From the non-captain, but you know, probably the co-captain in this case. You do have Captain Birdo here for the showcase. As Mario is going to be up to bat. Had a couple swaps there. Luigi going to be in position for that one. So nicely done. As again, another one to right field. Luigi able to field 2 of them. Nothing too much to worry about now as you got Bro, though. And we all know that Bro and DK have been automatic 2 for 2. Both of them home runs. Trying to see if they can keep it going. Oh my gosh, that's going to go foul, but you got to feel good about that one if you're Big Nick. 2-2 here. That is going to stay fair, but Luigi has a shot. It's bobbled, and we're just going to keep sending. Luigi able to field it off of the bobble off the wall jump. So we're going to be at the halfway point here once again. Down 3. Seth going to lead off here with King Boo. Just what you like to see. Got to go for the charge here. That'll be deep. Mario. I don't even think a wall jump's required. No. Able to just position right under the drop spot. Able to make the jump. And able to get on. That'll be deep into the gap. Toadette. Not able to make it. Not even trying to go for the dive. It's not bad there. Not bad. Mario going for the charge. Swings and misses. That'll be Yoshi. Oh, beautiful play there from the shortstop. Yoshi's so good. I'm telling you. I feel like often we're like, well, Yoshi doesn't have the home run power, but man, when you can get Yoshi to make some of these defensive plays, who cares? Because yeah, sure, we're swinging for the fences a lot of the times, but the moments that do matter is like really is a big difference maker. And speaking of difference maker, Toadsworth able to come through, get 2 more for Seth. What is it, down just 1 now? 5-4 ball game. And this game is not over. Birdo, though, gonna clean it up. That double dino infield. Absolutely huge. DK gonna try to avenge. I was gonna say try to avenge Bro. Unable to get one. DK 3 for 3 in this one. Has the hat trick. Able to pull it off. And now we get at least one of those runs back. Captain Birdo up again. Have so many stars in the tank. I mean, I feel like I've seen Nick with at least 5 stars the entire game. And it's probably not an exaggeration. Because there we go. Back with 5 more stars again. Jammed on the inside. Petey. It's been happening a lot today, to be honest. The jam on the inside. Got Madge up. A couple stars as well. I'm going to see a couple of the fielder swaps once again, just in case we see the push home runs attempted. That was certainly one you want to swing on. Again, you have so many stars here if you're Nick, you don't even have to worry. You could burn a couple and still be good. But 3-1 the count. Expect a swing here. That's going to be foul, but that was exactly what you wanted. That'll be foul again. Wow. Another one. 3rd time's the charm, baby. You're going to get on. You're going to have 1st and 2nd as well. And Walu. I'm telling you, that's why you save the stars. When you're efficient with your stars, you're like very able and capable to be able to get away with stuff like that. Because like you don't need to worry about it. Who else do you star on your team? Those are your only 2. I mean, maybe like a Mario, Yoshi. But really, it's centered around Birdo and it's centered around Madge. And you got the full count here. Going for the charge. That is crushed, but it is a normal charge. Madge didn't go back. I wasn't sure if we realized. But we did. So ultimately, not going to matter. Still 2 on here. Yoshi, going to let it rip and run. Yoshi is so good, ladies and gentlemen. This is what we're saying. The Dino jumping for joy. Makes this 9-4. We're going to have a tired pitcher as well. Boo is done. My, oh my. The chemistry matters, ladies and gentlemen. Chemistry matters. Big Nick wants to get to grand finals. Still plenty left in this game, though. Only the top of the 5th. We're going to see Peach coming through. And I eat my words. Yes, Yoshi, still a capable home run hitter. Had some chemistry, I will say. But yes, still very capable at hitting the home runs. Toadette. Man, you got to feel good if you can get this Toadette slap to land. If this Toadette slap can land... You got Burrow up again, DK up. Just repeat the cycle. That's going to be an out, though. I was going to say it might be foul, but hung in the air just a little bit. 4 runs there. Oh, yeah, I forgot about the lineup mod. I completely forgot about that. Well, it didn't seem to be a problem. Yeah, so... Something else to note, next time we go to the pause screen and see a potential substitution, we did add in the lineup mod where you can actually see your opponent's lineup instead of your own lineup when making fielder swaps. So it might make that featured. I should have asked about that in the survey. I didn't even think about that because it just completely crossed my mind. It was so like, didn't make a difference to me. I didn't even think about it. Very true, Ruckus. Thank you for pointing that out. So yeah, I'll try to bring it up the next time we see it. That'll be late swing again. PM just not having a good game. The stars that have been burnt just aren't converting. The swings that are hit are constantly late. Eyeing 4 here, top of the 6th. That'll be deep. Luigi. Wow, what a play. That's a beautiful play there in right field. Luigi, super jump running. I mean, you had to have the perfect line for that. Otherwise, that was going over the wall. That was just beautifully read by Seth. And DK going to strike out. He's a go big or go home kind of guy and finally went home after his 3 previous home runs. Granted, they were all solo shots. That'll be... the end of the inning there. Seth with a good part of the lineup here. Swing and a miss there. From Bowser, down already 0-2 the count. And that, again, a late swing. It's what we were talking about earlier. A lot of these heavies trying to get the hits, but ended up being a bit late. And that's definitely the detriment. We were talking about it before. I was saying, you know, some teams like to really have all the push hitters. So, ooh, that's not intentional. Want to get a jam, instead ended up giving up a free base and a star to King Boo. Well, the DK's been doing all right so far, though. That's going to turn 2. That's crazy. The Chem coming through. What a huge double play there. Stops all momentum. Just regains it right back. But we were talking about this earlier. Like I said, we had the push versus pull. And when you have the pull hitters, you really need to be on top of it. Because if there's just a little bit of indecisiveness like there, it'll be caught. It'll stay in the field and it'll be an out. Obviously, that's not as extreme. But here, you can see here the opposite pitching and the opposite fielding on the right. I know it was a really fast fielder swap. But you could see Big Nick's lineup on the right side of the screen there. So Madge is going to get in position. And we're going to go for the charge, the undercharge, or the Joe bunt, rather. Have an opportunity here. Swinging a miss. Whew. Walu spinning out after that one. Nowhere near the ball. Man on first. 2 outs here. Potentially Nick's last opportunity. And Yoshi gonna hit another one. Really making me eat my words today. Yoshi with 2 home runs. Boomerang Bro with 2 home runs. DK with 3. I mean, that is just a recipe for success for Nick. Looking to try and punch his ticket to grand finals. Noki, though, able to respond nicely off the Mario Fireball. Able to get that one to pop up. And Big Nick, 3 outs away with a chance to make it to grands here. That'll be perfect. Mario in position, and this is why people don't like the slap of Wario. Ends up being a bit of a struggle. That'll be down the line. It'll be in the gap, rather. Toadsworth's just going to settle. I mean, you don't have to push it, obviously. What does a single versus a double do in this difference? You're down quite a bit. You just need to make the safe plays and convert when you can. Down 7. That is crushed. It is going foul, though. 1-2 the count. Trying to get a chase on the outside there. We get the chase. A nice little mix-up there from Big Nick. And we're 1 out away from seeing Big Nick with the redemption match against Super. Both of these players, we're going to have a redemption either way. But now, potential last pitch here. And that's going to do it. What a pitch to take it out on. DK going to flex. The muscle's got to be the MVP in this one. No doubt about it. Did it on both ends, both the pitching and the batting. I mean, what more could you ask from your all-star player? We're not going to see the MVP of that one, but I guarantee you that had to be a classic DK MVP moment. Beautifully done. But now, you know, the moment we've all been waiting for is we finally got grands here. And we're going to have that Super versus Big Nick, a rematch of, I believe, round 2. Super was the one that sent Big Nick into losers. And now you have Big Nick making it all the way back here in grand finals. And Big Nick trying to get the last laugh, obviously. Super having other plans. Has 2 matches to take care of. But we'll see how it goes. As this is not Nick's lobby. And the DK Tawny. I'm going to tell you, I know there's no tier list yet, but I'm going to tell you, I really feel like DK has been going up in the rank for me. On a personal note. I have felt that for a hot minute. I'm like, I think the DK kind of the move. Not even because of the pitching, but like, we are going to have a new champ, Remke. I was saying that. I was saying earlier, I think Seth was the only one who has won the Stars on Showdown. So, regardless, we should have a new champ. It will be an exciting cap to an exciting tournament. I'm glad that, you know, the tournament's run very well so far. Again, shout out to everyone who participated. If you did participate, I know I mentioned it before. Please submit the survey if you can. I would love your feedback. Just to keep running the next ones as best as we can. And, yeah. Otherwise, thanks you all for tuning in to this match. Should be a fun grands here for us. We're going to have all right. Actually, I'll just do this. All right, we're going to have Balzer joining us in the booth, actually. Should be pretty fun. I don't know what moment he'll get here, but he'll join in just a moment. So I'll have a co-commentator having to cast so many matches. It's been a hot minute since I've streamed, let alone casted. I'm definitely feeling the effects of it, but we're out here committing to the very end. All right. Let me just make sure everything look good. That's fine. So Super's gonna be home. Gonna be player 2. Do I have 2 ports? I know one of them broke. Yeah, one of them broke. We love that. All right. Maybe one day I'll find out why they break. Give me just a second. Update everything so we don't have to worry about it once the game begins. What? Hello? That's port 1. Where's port 2? Try that again. That's weird. Hello, how's it going? Love to see it. Congrats on your 4th place finish, by the way. What a run you had.
Man. A nice run there. Certainly, you know, can the pill's a little easier to swallow when the guy that beats you does the same thing to Seth in the following round to get to grand finals. But yeah, certainly pumped here and excited to crown a brand new Stars On Showdown champion here for our big finale here. Another well-run event as always from you, Mr. Cesarito. Thank you as always.
Appreciate it. Always try my best to run these as smooth as possible. I mean, obviously, a lot of shout-outs to everyone else. I mean, we were ahead of the schedule. I mean, we're even ahead on the stream schedule. Like, I thought, you know, typically these take a little longer too, but we're even ahead of that, so I have no complaints.
Super's gotta get where he needs to be, and you know, people showed up, and you know, they knew when the event was happening. There was some, you know, there was some good promotion of the event. We had a nice high sign-up counts. I thought everything was very well. I mean, you know, some people might forget to sign up when they click the link 3 times and not sign up for things, but you know, it happens.
It happens sometimes. But all that matters is we do have our grand finalists here. Again, like you said, we're going to be crowning a new Stars On champion today for Stars On Showdown 19. Big Nick and Super, both of them having great runs to get here. Obviously, Super still undefeated and obviously taking down Big Nick, but ever since that one loss, able to get this far into the tournament. As I'll get that screen share for you so you're not confused.
That would be great. But I'm trying to remember. I know, are both of these players now, would this be their second leg of the triple play for them?
I want to, has Big Nick won he's won a Big Baller, right? Maybe?
Big Nick is definitely, I'm almost positive, has won a Big Baller.
Okay, then yeah, I want to say that this is like 2/3, because I don't know if Super's won a Big Baller.
Nope, I don't think Super's won a Big Baller. Great diving stop there from Mario on the line. But yeah, I think this will put both of these players in a good position for the Triple Crown. Bobbled by the Menace there after that low charge from Bowser. Bowser will definitely be the interesting one here. And did Nick get DK taken away from him? Is DK on the Super team here?
It looks like Nick has the DK because, you know, we are at Castle, so the curve trage gonna make a difference here.
Yep, but you know, DK still doing the damage. I wonder if we're gonna see a DK on the bump for the 3rd game in a row here for Big Nick. Pitching DK against me, pitching DK against Seth. No, it's Big Bad Bowser. I like the, or at least for now, we'll see if this fielder swap. There's the fielder swap. Now GK is entering the game. Here he is, the big fella. Doesn't have Boomerang Bro. Boomerang Bro is doing a lot of damage for Nick in the rounds before this here. So the one main difference there for the Big Nick offense, but we'll see if Super's able to pick up on this DK timing and do the damage.
Keep curving foul. Yeah, I mean, it's hard. You know, you love Boomerang Bro because you can react late, but then sometimes we react a little too late, and this is the sequence of events that we keep ending up with. A lot of foul balls. As that one's finally going to stay fair, but Bowser able to record that out.
And good sign there for Super. Even, you know, it wasn't out, and, you know, he might not be doing much here so far in these last at-bats. But to be able to be making contact with that DK pitcher, not letting that DK pitcher kind of make you look foolish and just a lot of swing and misses, you know. And King Boo's going to be gunned at second there, a little greedy. Not quite sure I agree. I think, you know, that center field is not that deep.
No, it's not. We got the juiced arms as well, so it certainly makes a decision like that a lot harder. King Boo doesn't have body check either. He just phases right through them, but unfortunately not able to pull it off there. Speedy, been getting jammed all night.
If King Boo did have body check, that'd be kind of funny, because how on earth would that work?
You get hit by the crown, the only solid part of it.
Yeah, right? You just take a crown to the face, and that knocks you out.
That sounds painful.
No star. Gonna slap that one off into right field. Yoshi, he's had a couple of big flies in this bracket. You were speaking his praises earlier. I'm with you. I don't understand any sort of Yoshi doubting. Yoshi is still really good, and
Yeah,
especially in the hands of really good people on offense.
Oh, for sure. I mean, the thing is, obviously, I understand that we really glorify the home runs in this mode. But Yoshi's very capable on both sides of the ball. I mean, even if it's not a home run, still pretty consistent at getting on. I know that we have our doubts with a lot of these like mid hitters, but it feels like when Yoshi steps up, like it really bolsters your team.
It's huge. It's matched. I mean, it's so important when you can get. I'm not quite exactly sure how the lineup looks, but Yoshi, you know, I think it stars on falling pretty far into lineups there, bottom half of lineups. Anyone in the bottom half of your lineup, your secondary characters, your role-playing characters, if the non-power heavies, you know, if you can get the job done with extra base hits or home runs, it's such a huge bonus here. And Peach, a prime example here, kind of. I think Peach is entering kind of a feast or famine type of character, as blasting this one. Going to be off the thwomps there, but we have seen Peach struggle sometimes too. But you know that when you're on with the bottom of your lineup, it can be such a difference maker, especially in Stars On.
Yeah, especially to just wrap it up. I mean, right now we're about halfway through Super's lineup. You got the Pink Menace. Now this is where things can get a little scary. You have a couple stars. You're gonna burn one there. And
I'm only burning one, and yeah, I like this approach here. Burn one, and then you can still do it. Going for the second one, it looks like here. I think I'm keeping 2 stars in the chamber this early in the game with Chem. Nobody out. I'm gonna charge and give it a ride with PM at least this early in the game.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, you have Mario as well, the captain, but it's gonna be off the thwomp. Wow, I thought Toadette had that one. Gonna result in an RBI double there. Gonna advance Noki to third as well. And, I mean, I guess the star is going to pay off. You still can continue the momentum. You have the 1 star from Mario, and it's going to land as well. So another run will cross the plate, even if it's a sacrifice bunt, basically.
Crazy right there. I mean, that's a nice way to soften the blow a little bit there for Nick on that one. But, just as I was talking about how I would handle the stars in there, the stars pan out perfectly for a run to get across. And even, like you said, a sacrifice Mario fireball, which works though. Run is across perfect Wario. I don't know if it's going to clear the thwomps.
I think it went through the middle of them. If I have to be honest, I think it was angled just right to go through them as opposed to on top. We won't know now, but it doesn't matter. You're going to get those 2 runs in Super. Already 4 here and counting.
I want to get the chat's reaction to this as well, and certainly yours. Grand Finals replays not skippable. Yes or no? Grand Finals. I'm not saying the whole time, but for Grand Finals, 'cause that would have been great to see where that ball went. But we all mash A. It's kind of how we handle business to get through here. But Big Nick now certainly got the pressure on here, and I believe I heard you bring this up earlier on the stream. The only loss for Big Nick in this tournament did come at the hands of Super. So Big Nick not only looking for the title, looking for revenge as well.
Yeah, and that one was a 2-3 ball game. So Super already over the mark, having +1 in the terms of runs. Nick still yet to score. Don't doubt that any score will be held 0 here, but you definitely want to convert early on. Don't want to let the game get too out of hand. As Super has been pitching a gem, honestly, in all the games. I don't think you've had to face Super, but in the matches that I've been watching him time and time again, it's just been beautifully executing.
Yep, no, I did not play Super, but no surprise there, and that was just shown right there. Now, Bowser here, though, gives this a ride, cuts the lead in half. And if your Nick runs here, it really puts you in a much better spot. But can he unlock this Peach pitching? That is low trash. That ball looked like it was hit harder than it was, but no, it's not a high line drive. And that is going to be a quiet inning again for Big Nick here. And looking to do the same. And you love that. Madge tech opportunity. And it's a low liner right to your shortstop for a 1 pitch, 1 out. That makes you feel good.
It's just like your line drive stars. It's just reminiscent of it. Instead, you're just going for the charge, trying to add a little extra power. It makes the out faster. Get the outcome over with. Just get ready for your next batter, basically. Oh, that's
this
a double,
should be
though, yeah.
bang. And Nick got the exact inning that he was hoping for there. And now we'll see what he can do here. His main man, DK, he's been so hot with, and not going to be able to get it a wall jump or anything. Long single, but great sign there. And here's the chem for Petey.
And Petey, again, I've seen like time and time again in all these matches. I don't know what you've seen from yours, but it's just been a lot of good pitching on the outside, and then one pitch just inside enough, but it's finally going to be perfect. Petey, for the first time, I think, on my stream, has gotten a home run. Absolutely demolished, and Big Nick gets on the board in a big fashion.
Star chance with Birdo here. I think I'm flirting with using at least one. Well,
I was gonna say, I think
you have the one, but I'm flirting with it because you lose it, you do set up a tech for Yoshi, and at will. So you unfortunately not gonna get that star back, but you are gonna have tech opportunity for Yoshi. Big home run already from Petey Piranha, cutting the lead in half in this grand finals.
I was gonna say, I know we've seen Yoshi not even need the chem. And again, pulling it off. That's 2 perfects in this inning for Big Nick. Now just down 1.
Look at that replay right there, too. Yoshi was not charging when the game slow-mo freeze framed on him. That just goes to show you how good the players like Nick and others are. And late charging in this one is going to be wall jumped there. But that curve trajectory, if that wasn't played well from Luigi, could have been interesting with the thwomps here. Walu can tech, and it's just so impressive. I mean, folks, you see these late charge possibilities and you think, I can do that. Go ahead and try. If you don't play as much as these, if you don't play a lot, late charging is it's kind of, I don't know if the most fair comparison. It's like something like wave dashing or something in a fighting game where it's just like when you play, you can get that down, but it's certainly not something you just pick up the controller and do.
No, yeah, it is quite literally almost after they're letting go of the ball is when you start charging. Like, and if you do it too late, it's going to be an early swing, basically. It's not an easy thing to do. It's like high risk, high reward. You either get a good hit or, you get a swing and a miss. Wow. Oh. Super going to respond there.
Womps be damned. They're just going to hit it to center field all day.
I know. Like, we put the hazards out there, but it doesn't matter if you just go right over the hazards. I mean, these thwomps haven't really done anything this game except for, like, the 1 p.m. star earlier in the game. But
yeah, we saw Toadette play one off the bounce there that did lead to a run off of, having to play it off the bounce. But,
oh my gosh.
And a star, though, at least,
Yeah.
Makes that a little bit easier. But you hate to see perfect low traj, always a heartbreaker. But Luigi, the one thing that Nick was so successful against me with was just, throwing those pitches on the outside that are just completely unhittable. You're not going to touch them. But since DK in that release, you think, oh, it came out the hand late. It can't. This you have the opportunity. Not how it goes. Big spot for Bones, and this, if it's not wall jumped, it is wall jumped. Great route from Super there. I would have, I don't know. I think I would have tried to get the chem for Bowser. Bowser gonna hit that off the thwomp there. Good little dive with the fireball.
Oh, we gotta stop though. Good heads up play there though from Nick to recognize that the throw would have been in time and possibly before Bowser gets there. I mean, just good reaction on both parts. Unfortunate fireball, but I mean the hit was gonna be there regardless.
Magic Koopa showing a little style on that as well. A little off the heezy.
I don't know how Super does that.
I don't know either.
I have the inputs here and I still don't get it.
You're just so good at hitting the controller fast. That is going to be into the gap and off the wall. That's going to score Bowser for sure. Great response again from Big Nick as DK continues to be a monster for him in this run. Maury says, though, in the chat, unfortunately, Yoshi can do nothing to validate his existence to me. Tough, harsh critic there.
I mean, when you keep seeing the performances...
Looking to add number 2!
Not perfect, but good enough! The 2-run shot there. Yeah, Petey coming up big in grands. I mean, what bigger a moment than showing up in grand finals to try to win that Stars On Showdown title that both of these players are coveting. I mean, Big Nick gonna have to do twice the work, have to win 2 matches here. Super only gonna have to win just the 1, but he is down 1 here. And potentially counting Yoshi the third best heavy on the team from the looks of it.
I mean, just look at that. Late there, and that's fair. That's going to be a great double from Yoshi. It's just one of those things where there are, if you know what to look for when you're watching Mario Baseball on a competitive level, it's just fascinating what some of these players can do there. And those Yoshi swings are just incredible to me.
Yeah, really. I mean, when you get a lot of the, I mean, you're going to see it here with Boo trying to hit it later. But when you can really time that tech hit with like Yoshi and you can just hit it just late enough so it could be as down the line as possible, like that is a recipe for success. Like just trying to hit it off the pole, basically. It's going to be so good every time.
Yep, absolutely. But, you know, Super, no stranger to comebacks in big championship moments. And here's Boomerang Bros. Certainly could flip this script and end DK's day on the mound.
Oh, it's just off the top of the wall. We got a little bit of a running situation here. And there's a body check. Don't send. Why are we sending? Let's send. Oh, my goodness. That is an insane series of events. Boomerang Bro gets the home run anyways. It doesn't go off the wall. It doesn't go out of the park. But he gets, what was that? Like 2 body checks in a row to get the inside the park home run anyways. I have never seen such a sequence such as that one. We got the tired pitcher as well. I mean, this is all the momentum for Super right now.
I mean, we've seen Super come back in just such massive moments before. Does it right there off of, knows the body check, going for it, full belief in it, and it pans out. That is crazy. A comeback go ahead inside the park, double body check, Boomerang Bro home run.
Someone pull out the list and check off everything because Super pulled it all off on that one sequence. It was just incredible. Right, yeah, great wall jump. I mean, Nick's still keeping collected though. I mean, man, you see something like that, that is, it really can be a rattling moment. Like, you're just like, wow, I just gave up. Like, I thought I had the better outcome, and it ended up being quite literally the worst outcome for Nick, but still only down 1 here.
Yep, but only 6 outs to work with if you're Nick. And in the chat, Remke says casual 10%er, 10% chance for both of those body checks to hit, and they both hit.
Yeah, I mean,
unbelievable.
Sometimes Mario Baseball's in your favor, and when you got to get to lacrosse, you need to do everything that you can. And Super said, I'm just going to risk it for the biscuit. And able to pull it off.
1-run lead here, top of the 6th. Nick down to 4 outs. Star chance for Bones here. That is going to get down. Nice use of the star swing. That is going to bring Bowser up here. Bowser's got the chem. DK's up next. Bowser rips it low liner, low traj. I mean, if Bowser has not hit the ball in the air very much, and now here's DK, the guy that Nick wants up.
That's going to be deep. I was going to say, Mario does get under it, though. Like, you got the hits if you want, if you're Nick, but you just needed that one to convert. And, I mean, you had an opportunity to keep up the scoring. You've obviously scored in the last 2. That one ends up being null, so you get shut out there, and you only really have 1 inning to go here. Obviously, you want to keep Super from scoring anything. And Super with an opportunity to just take this one home or add on here as well. But if you're Nick, that's how you want to start it off. Get that strikeout.
It's that fireball burned as well from Mario on this star chance. With that star chance, I kind of figured we were going to see that fireball. Mario goes down on the strikes. Luigi here.
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, you try to get that fireball to work, and I understand that people seem to prefer the Luigi, just the longer bat just helps so much more in this mode. But Nick down to the last 3 outs. Petey has been huge in this one. Could tie it up.
And at least that's going to be a extra base hit. Starting off with a double, Petey's big day continues here, keeping Nick alive. 3 stars for Birdo here in the tank with Yoshi up next.
This is just where you want to be. Yeah, we're going to see an egg for sure. It's going to come through it. Maybe, I was going to say, it could be super jump there. It was a little late there. That'll be right to PM turn 2, maybe? No.
Oh.
Mario just a little bit late. Great reaction from Nick to make sure we got PD back in time as well. And Yoshi gotta go for like the latest charge possible. The Joe Bun aiding in that as well. One.
Magic stab. Wow. And now here's Boo. Tournament life on the line for Big Nick. And it's Wario.
And that's gonna do it. That's the game. Super gonna be able to make it to lacrosse, but more importantly, gonna be able to be a Stars On champion. Taking Stars On Showdown 19. GG's to Super. And GG's to Big Nick. Obviously had a great run, but Super locking in, able to perform. And, you know, like we said, getting 2/3 of the way to that triple crown. I think just needs that big ball of title, which will be soon to come, hopefully.
And another major title win for Super this year, taking home Bobble as well. So Super has been on the winning side of big tournaments this year. A nice performance, but again, a crazy run from Big Nick that comes up just short there. And another great run from him as he continues to be one of the most dominant Stars On players in the scene.
Absolutely. And again, shout outs to everyone. I know we'll have our next Stars On Showdown in a couple months, so be on the lookout for that. Up next, though, I believe MPSS 24 is coming up.
NPS, whatever NPSS.
Yeah, one of them is coming up. Yes, so that one is coming up. Sign-ups will begin, I believe, this week, so be on the lookout for that. So get some Stars Off action in here. But otherwise, again, congrats to Super getting his first Stars On title. And congrats to Big Nick. Again, one heck of a loser's run. One of the best that we've obviously probably seen in a hot minute as well. It's hard to come from that far back. So being able to get all the way to Grands is no small feat in his own right.
Yep, absolutely. And another wonderful Stars On tournament. You know how I feel about these game modes. They're how I prefer to play, and one day we'll convince the masses that it is too. But another great tournament, and thanks for letting me in the booth here, C's, and thanks to all the folks that said nice things about my run as well. I appreciate it.
Yes, again, congrats on your 4th place. Huge tournament on your own right. I mean, you had quite the run. I'm definitely gonna have to watch back with the commentary on this go around just to hear how your matches went. But GG's to everyone. We're gonna call it here. I don't know if anyone is live. I'll check it out. But
Go do Fire 1369 game.
It's
dev.
still live.
Yeah, they're still live. They got their at least on my side. I think it shows. So
alrighty, let me pull that up. But yeah,
they're streaming a CPU league. They've been posting in the server. Go say what's up. They've been streaming for 5 hours. 5 hours of computer Mario Superstar Baseball over there. So they could use a boost, I'm sure.
Absolutely. So we'll bring all this positive energy, hype vibes, and excellent moments. We got to definitely get that clip for that one double body check. I mean, it really won him the game in the end, obviously. Like, Big Nick not able to get it over the line, unfortunately. But, I mean, when you pull it off like that, that is crazy. But GG's. Thank you all for joining in. Until next time, appreciate you all. And I'll see you guys in the next stream. Show Fire Game Dev some love. Have a good one, guys. Bye.
All right, man. Awesome job as always, my friend.
Thank you. No, thank you for joining in. I was like, dang, my voice, I'm going to die.
No, I've been there. I know that, but I got to go yammer about the Rockies now. I'll talk to you soon, my friend.
Yep. You have a good one. Best of luck with the Rockies.